And welcome to Grow Your Life This Morning. I want to talk to you about how to sell anything without being salesy. A lot of people, just the word sell and sales, it triggers certain things in them. I want you to realize that selling is a synonym for any sort of using persuasion, the words you say to get another human being to take an action that you want them to do and hopefully betters their life, okay? That could be anything. It could be just trying to get somebody to make a choice or a decision. You're selling them on that. It could be anything like that. To sell without being salesy is about not selling at all. So often people try to sell and they get tripped up in this. You have to learn to flow and care about how I can help another human being reach their goals. If your biggest focus is just how can I sell this? How can I get them to buy it from me? You'll struggle with that. But if you can focus on how do I help somebody, and then you transfer energy, impart vision, experience, impart the experience to them, impart the certainty that you have. If you are certain about it, you have to be certain about what you're selling first, no matter what it is. Now, you could be selling something that you don't fully believe in and fake certainty, but that's an amateur type of existence right there. One of the biggest things that I recommend people, especially if they're struggling with being salesy, is you need to change the product if you don't believe in it. That's the first thing. And then be certain that what you're selling is the best thing in the world for people. I'm certain that what I'm sharing with you, I'm selling you on the idea of how to sell without selling, by helping you experience what that's like, because I am certain that this works, it helps you feel better, it helps the other person get the results they want, and it comes from my place of service, not taking from somebody else. You see, you have to come from this place. Imagine that money is gone. Money isn't real, in fact. It's just a value exchange of energy. I give you this for money in exchange for that. Throw money aside. Throw it out the door, out the window. In any sort of sales interaction, don't care about money. Care about how can I help this other person get what they are desiring, what their goal is, and how can I help them understand that if they take an action to do this, it's going to better their life. And then you walk them down that path. You help impart that vision. You help impart your own certainty in what you have to offer to them, by the words you use, by the confidence, by the way that you talk. If you're pausing, if you're nervous, people can read that. They can tell when you don't believe in what you are offering. You have to believe in what you are offering to sell successfully without selling. Now, sure, you can learn techniques to manipulate people. You can learn ways to talk, ways to get somebody to do what you want, regardless of what it is. But see, that doesn't feel very good inside. Okay? Doesn't feel good inside. There's no reason to feel guilty about helping another person get from where they are to reach their goals. In fact, you should feel guilty about not helping somebody reach their goals and letting your fear control you from helping another person, saying, my fear is more important than helping this other person reach their goals, and so I'm not going to help them out of my own self-interest of feeling comfortable. That's what guilt is of sales. That's what guilt is you're saying my fear is far more important than allowing this other human being to reach their goals. That's all it is. And in that, you allow that to twist you and keep you from doing the very thing that you know is going to help somebody else. To sell without selling, you have to have certainty that what you're offering somebody else will take them from where they are to where they want to be. It will help them reach their goals. And then if they're not convinced about it, if they're not certain about it, you have to then impart the certainty to them that it will help them reach that. You impart the vision of what you see is for them, the experience of what it's like to be a customer, how their life will be transformed, how they will reach their goals. And then when it comes time to ask for the close of the sale, you are helping another person reach their goals. You choosing to not ask for the close is selfishness. You're saying that my own self-comfort and guilt and shame and fear are far more important than helping this other person reach the goal that they've said they want to reach and that I don't want to help that person because I'm more important. How I feel is more important. And that's where fear of sales comes in. That's where fear of being salesy comes in. We're afraid so much that we allow it to dictate the fact that we are not going to help another human being. We are going to withhold from somebody else what they've said that they have an interest in, what they need help with, out of our own fear of how we'll be perceived by other people. And that's an extremely selfish way to be. Far more selfish than worrying about them giving you money or not. Them giving you money and value exchange is in exchange for you bringing value, exposing them to what they need, and then offering them something that is of equal or greater value than the money that you're asking for. Now, if you're charging more than something is worth, you might need to evaluate that as well. But if you're somebody who's honest, ethical, and upright and helping serve other people, and you make serving everybody else be your goal, helping them reach their goals, far more important than getting the sale. And your entire mission of the sales process is helping another human being get from where they are to where they want to be. Regardless, throw out of your mind the close. Throw the money part of it out of your mind. Whatever that is that has you tripped up, it's not real. It's purely based around fear. Make helping somebody else, serving them, helping another human being get from where they are to where they want to be, and you have the answer to that, no matter what it is you're selling, whatever product you have. If it's a health product, it's helping them improve their health. If it's a course, it's helping them gain knowledge and skill. If it's a piece of clothing, it's helping them feel more confident. Whatever that is. If it's a toothbrush, it's helping them have better hygiene. Like, the value exchange is there. But your goal in sales is to help another human being reach their goals, to help serve them. And then in sales, you're imparting the vision of what it's like to be your customer after they purchase from you. Before they do, let them see themselves as that. Show them the experience. That's how to do it without being salesy. And then impart the certainty that you have inside of you that if they buy this from you, they will reach their goals, and then you communicate that in that process. If you come from a position of I'm either afraid, guilty, or nervous about taking the sale, and yet I need this money, you will impart that fear into them. So what happens is you coming from a place of guilt and fear actually imparts fear directly in them, and they reciprocate with fear about you and your product and your service, because that's the energy that you put off. And so that is mirrored. The mirror energy between two people, the fear is then mirrored. But when you have certainty, that becomes mirrored. And then you go in, you ask for the close, and you say, this is going to help you get there. It's going to cost this much. Let me know, is that Visa or MasterCard or PayPal? And when you can lead from this perspective, you can help somebody get from where they are to where they want to be. You're no longer worried about the sale. You're no longer letting your fear and guilt, which is selfishness, prevent you from helping another person reach their goals. And you do this very organically, very easily. It's not a stress. You do this all the time with your best friends when you tell them, hey, I just bought this new product. I just tried this new brand. I love it. And then they go and buy it. You're an expert salesperson when it doesn't involve money. You need to do the same exact energy exchange when money is involved. And then when you ask for the close, knowing that the value of what you're offering is greater than the money that you're asking for, that's with morals and ethics, that it's going to help somebody, that you're going to deliver on what you promise. I'm not talking about lying to people. I'm talking about delivering 100% and more of what you promised. You have nothing to fear. And that's how you can sell anything without being salesy. Grow your life, everybody. If you're not in our Facebook community, the hashtag Grow Your Life community, join that. I go live every single day on these videos and my podcast, the Grow Your Life podcast. If you haven't listened to that, subscribe. And we'll talk soon. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, thoughts about this. I love to start a dialogue, conversation with people on this, see where they're at, what they're going through. We'll talk soon. Have a good one, everybody, and grow.